Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In my last video, I have shown you how do we first TCP dump using AFL on a Linux based system. In this video, I am going to show you how do we first TCP dump using another popular fuzzer which is called HongFuzz on a Linux based system. So first thing we need to do is that we need to download the TCP dump source code, and for that what you can do is you can go to the GitHub URL, which is this one, that is github.com, the TCP dump group / TCP dump, and you can copy the URL from clicking on code and just click on here, and then you need to run this command, that is git clone and the URL. So once you clone the git repo, it will download the TCP dump source code on your system, and then just go to that directory where you have downloaded the source code, and then we again need to download and install libpkp. If you have not already installed libpkp, or if you don't have the source code for that, then TCP dump will not be able to compile, because TCP dump will need some development header or some files which are present in the libpkp. So for downloading libpkp, you just go to the again that git URL of the TCP dump group, and then you just need to copy the URL and you need to clone it. So in this case, you need to click on libpkp. It will take you to that GitHub repo of libpkp, and you can click on the code and you can copy the URL, and then simply you can run the command git clone and the URL for libpkp. So just make sure that the git clone you do is actually inside the TCP dump file. So what it will do is that it will create a new folder inside the TCP dump file. That folder name will be libpkp. That's where it will download all the source code of libpkp, and then you need to compile using HongFuzz. So the command will be simple as we used it for the AFL. It's just that we need to change our compiler, that is CC to HFuzz, CLang or HFuzz GCC, whatever you feel comfortable with. So in our case, I'm going to use HFuzz CLang, because that is what I generally use. And let's compile it using this command. So this is the command: cc is equal to HFuzz CLang cflags, that is -g -fsanitize address -fsanitize undefined. So what does this fsanitize address and fsanitize undefined do is that they will enable address sanitizer as well as undefined behavior sanitizer. And then we have a flag called fno omit frame pointer, so that will help us in collecting some more SN rated crash data. Then these are the linker flags, which are same as C flags, and then we'll just run the configure command. So let's run the command and see what happens. So we are going to compile libpkp first, and then we'll compile TCP dump. So if you've seen my last video, you can notice that libpkp required two libraries, that is Bison and Lax. If you don't have those libraries installed on your system, then the configure will give you some error. So you need to install these two libraries, that is Bison and Lax or Flax library. So in our case, I have already installed these two libraries. So as you can see, the config status is successful, and so now we need to simply run the make command so that it can compile the files. As you can see that it is using HFuzz CLang, and it is instrumenting the program over here. So let's wait for some time till the compilation gets finished, and then we will do make install. So you can see that our compilation has been successful. Now I can either do a make install So what that will do is that it will install the TCP dump binary into my bin path, or I can simply run TCP dump from my this libpkap related utility from my this directory itself. So let's do, since this is a libpkap, so this is the library which is required. Let's do a make install. Okay, it has installed. So we have successfully installed libpkap on our system, and next step for us will be to compile TCP dump on this system. So we will use the same config command because both the commands are same. The commands is cc is equal to h first clang. So this is the compiler which we are going to use. Then cflags which contains fsanitize as address and fsanitize undefined flags. And let's run the configure and let's see what happens. It will take some time, we have to wait. Okay, and now let's do a make and see what happens. So as you can see, the program is getting instrumented by h first clang. Okay, so as you can see that the compilation has been successful, and now we can run TCP dump from our current directory. So if you want, you can do a make install that will install your compiled binary into a bin folder. But since that is an instrumented binary, if you want to use it for a normal your day-to-day operation, I will not suggest you to do a make install. The better thing in this case will be just to run it from your current directory, that is TCP dump where you have compiled it. So I'm not going to run make install command over here. And now as you can see that TCP dump GitHub repo contains a lot of these cases which uh, has a lot of files, so that we can use as our initial corpus. As you can see, it contains a lot of file, and if you read a file name, that will give you more info like out of bound read or sec fault or out of bound read again. And so there are a lot of security related issues, like you can see heap overflow over here. So a good idea will be to use the built-in corpus, test corpus, which comes with a software that will actually help you to generate initial test cases for a fuzzer. And in this case we are going to use this corpus, and since we have already minimized this test case for corpus using uh, AFL, you can use that, or we can use this entire corpus and let Hong first minimize the corpus for us. So in this case, I'm just going to use the default corpus. I'm not going to use the minimize corpus which we have used for AFL. We'll let Hong first minimize the corpus. So the command for Hong first will be pretty simple. If you don't know, you can simply just run honk first and it will give you all the example option. So in our case, what we are going to do is that we need to run honk first I tastes that. So this is the folder which contains all of our test cases, which comes with the GitHub repo. And that's it. You just need to give hyphen dot slash tcp dump and VEEENNR, and then you need to give file, underscore and file, and let's run it. Okay, looks like I have not given proper parameter over here, so okay, so it's working now. As you can see, it is doing feedback driven dry run. This is our target. This is the command line option over here, and we are only running one thread, but there are options where you can run more than one thread if you have multiple CPU cores over here. In my case, I'm running it on a VMware, so which only has one CPU core, and so by default it will run one thread only. But if you have suppose 4 or 8 cores, then the default option it takes is the number of CPU cores divided by 2. But you can actually change it based on the command line options. You can check the corpus size. Right now it is 103. It is increasing as it is performing dry run, and here it is giving some coverage related info. What is the age based coverage, and all. What is the compare coverage, and the speed we are getting right now, it's varying from 0 to somewhere around 90 or 20. This is because I'm running it on a VM, but if you have a powerful system with multi-core, then that will be better. So this is how you use HONG to first TCP dump, and it's very simple. So right now I'm going to cancel this because I just wanted to show you how do we run Hong first. So let me cancel that, and you can see that it gives you a kind of summary over here as well. And so I hope that now you know how do we use Hong to fuzz any real life program, as we use AFL in the past. Hong is also very popular fuzzer, and it's very simple. So I will suggest you to try it out. In that way you can learn something new. And if you are having some free time, or if you are very curious on how does this fuzzer works, how does they mutate the input files, then what you can do is you can basically download their source code. You can go through that. There are a lot of details which you can learn by just looking at the code yourself. So please go and try that. And uh, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. So thank you for watching my videos. Please like and subscribe to my channel. That will motivate me to create more such videos. Thank you, and bye.